Okay, so this is a continuation of the last video, which is I hate my stepfather. He was an abuser because my phone switched off, and that's where it ended off. But last where I stopped was let me remember. Oh yes, uh, so he was fighting with my mother, and my mother ended up leaving. So he left first, and my mother left too. She went to work, and as soon as they left, I was alone. And of course, my little brother is going with his father. And the funny thing is, he tried to hit me too. But I saw when he was doing that, I saw me. I saw the me from 2017. The same me that tried to hit him when I was 10 years old. Actually, it wasn't 17, 20. God damn, this happened when I was so young. Maybe 2016 too, or 17, or even 15 actually. I'm not sure, but I remember I was super young. Wow, that's crazy. But I saw me, because I did the same thing he's doing to me. I tried to hit him. I tried to stop him from hitting my mother. And it's crazy, the cycle is now that my little brother is trying to stop me from hitting his father. And I was like, I was in such disarray. Like, I was like, what? Life is crazy, bro. And the cycle was just wow, bro. You gotta be careful with how you move. You gotta be careful with the actions that you put out in life. Because do you really want that? Do you really want your own little brother to be experiencing that shit too? Fuck no, bro. Fuck no. You really gotta be careful with how you move. With what you throw out to the world, throw out to people. You're bitter. You're angry. I gotta kill this person. I gotta beat this person. What are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? Because you're bitter? Relax. Oh, shit, bro. You're bitter. You're out this world and you're like beating people up. You think it's going to end over there? It's either you're creating more or you're creating something that's going to come back to you. You beat this person up. Yeah, I'm bitter. Yeah, you won. I'm going to show you who's king now. Bam, 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 bam. This person is either dead, and then somebody else that loves him knows, and now they want you. And now it's back at you. And then they kill you. And then somebody who cares about you does the same, either to that person, or you know what? He does the same to somebody else. Because now he wants to let go of that feeling. Do you understand? This is fucking life, bro. It repeats. Nothing happens from nothing. That's why you can't blame anyone else for anything that happens in your life. Because I'm damn sure you did something in order for that something to happen to you. You gotta be careful with the actions you put out, the energy you put out, the attitude you put out, the intentions you have and you put out. Be careful with that shit, bro. Because it's not just hurting you, it's hurting other people that don't even know. Like my little brother. Yeah, I'm like, I don't like the things that he did. I don't like that he said those things to my mother, but I ain't gonna be dumb and repeat the same things that his father did. No, bro. I'm just gonna look at myself and let go. Because I see that this shit is toxic. I'm not gonna put myself in there. I'm letting go. I'm not gonna involve myself. And I'm out. Peace. Bye. Bye-bye. But shit, bro. That was That was like a message from God himself. Because I was like focused on his bitch ass pops. What are you doing? Give me the phone. Give me the phone. And I'm like, I can hear somebody's doing something. And he's like, hey. I'm like, once I looked at him, I said, that's the same thing I did the first time. And it's crazy that it was the first time, linked to the first time I experienced his father abusing my mother. That's the same thing I did. That's the same action that I did to him. And it's funny that the hey, he picked it up from me. I think so. He did. He picked it up from me. Wow. And it's like the same look I'm giving him to him is the same look that his father gave to me. But the only difference between my little brother and me that day was that I was crying and I was filled with rage, that my expression was pure rage. But with him, it was like he was on a ladder. Not a ladder, man. On a fence. You know, he wanted to commit to it, but at the same time, he's like, I don't want to do this because I also fear you, but at the same time, it's you, you know? You're still my brother. And I could sense that. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's what I saw. Wow, man. The links, the law, beautiful. It's kind of beautiful, though. Life is beautiful. Even though that moment was like, fuck, horrible. And even though I feel like sometimes I'm living a lame life because I do nothing most of the time. But I feel like I'm stupid for saying that, because how am I gonna say that, but at the same time I'm not being aware that I'm no longer experiencing all of this. I'm no longer experiencing all of this drama, all of this dread, all of this toxicity. I'm free. I wake up free. I do anything that I want. I can walk. I can go out. I can come back knowing that I won't meet someone who's gonna make me feel anxiety, dread, fear, hatred, anger, rage, all of this. I won't feel like I'm suffering really, 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 really hard. Extremely. I appreciate that. That God gave me this freedom now. Like, I can hear my voice now. Like, I can sit down and cry in the middle of the dining room without having to hide, be ashamed. I don't have to lock my room. I don't have to sit in my room. One thing I did for the whole experience I was with him was that every time he was there, I would be in my room. I'll close myself off. And there were times that would come into my room and be like, you okay? You okay? And I hated that. Because I don't like you. And I don't like the whole situation too. But I don't have to feel that way. I don't have to experience that anymore. Now I can actually see that I'm hurt and I'm suffering and heal myself. Ain't that beautiful? But after that, they left and I went back in my room and I locked my room. And I knew he was gonna come. And he came. And he tried to open the door, but it's locked. And as soon as he opened the door, I called the cops. Because I was like, man, what? I'm calling the cops, bro. I'm tired of this garbage. Because one thing he knew, or he thought that nobody would call the cops on him. because he thought that we needed him as much as he needed us. Or my mother. Make sure I need to be specific, my mother. He thought that my mother needed him, and that he thought that I needed him. But I feel like he kind of saw that I don't, because I didn't react the same way as my mother. My mother would sometimes she'll be like, yes, you know, I gotta pretend, bro. I gotta be like, oh, sorry, don't leave, no, you know. But I couldn't give him that because I was like, fuck it, man, leave. Because one time I was like, I'm gonna leave and you guys are gonna live a horrible life. The problems are gonna come. And I wouldn't be like, oh, please don't leave. I would just keep quiet. In truth, I wanted to say that, leave, bro. I don't give a shit. If problems come, let them come. But I knew that if I say that, he's so weak that he feel like he has to defend himself. Oh, yeah, oh, you want me to leave? Oh, really? Oh, you don't care? I already predicted his moves. And I kind of hate that because I didn't want to spend my time knowing that. I want to spend my time knowing myself and enjoying myself. Not that shit. But then I called the cops and the cops came in. And when they came in, he tried to come to me and convince me. Listen. Don't. I said, get out of my way. And I ran. I went to the cops and I told him. And I was so panicking that I couldn't even speak properly. Like I wasn't speaking clear. But I tried to relax myself because I told him that, yeah, this nigga is abusing. He's abusive. Tried to hit me. And he's like, where did I hit you? Where did I hit you? I said, you dumbass, you literally have a bump on your head. Where do you think that's from? My bump already healed, but yours is an evidence. What do you think that comes from? And then he kept quiet. And then he tried to make himself, like the one thing he has is like he's manipulative. You know, he tries to create an image. And he thinks this is a game. Life ain't a fucking game, bro. We're not out here to win. You know, you win nothing. You win nothing. You got a job, cool. But that doesn't mean you win or... No, bro, you're just living. You're just here and you're breathing and you're living. But it doesn't mean you've reached a finish line. No, bro. So that's his perspective. No, I gotta create this image that I'm a victim, that I am the one in the wrong. No, I am the one that's being wronged. So it's like, bro, how would you feel if they cheated on you? I'll get mad, yeah. And this woman, his mother, she sold my cars, she sold my things. Like, oh man, I feel horrible, bro, but I still worked for them. If you worked for us, wouldn't if you do things with pure intention, if you do things and you do them good, with no spite, with no needing something from the person, no lying, none of that, I'm telling you, the world will give you what you deserve. Okay? But if you receive drama, hate, people betraying you, guess what? That's because you let out that shit. You inputted that shit. You get what you deserve. You get what you take out. There's no people are out to get me. Nobody's out to get you, brother. You're the one putting in that shit. That's why you're getting it back. Nobody is out to get you in this world, bro. Nobody. And And then the cops were like in the middle because they were like, well, you don't know who to believe because it's just words. And his son was like, I hate you, bro. You always do this. And I couldn't even like get mad that time, but I was also disgusted. But I was like, I don't even want to get involved. Not my problem. And I won't get involved. And then when the cops left, one cop like whispered on this, like pulled me to the side and told me that, bro, you just need to move out. You need to take care of your own shit. And I was like, you're right, bro. You're right. And from then on, I was like, cool. Okay, yo can leave. Yeah. And he was like trying to explain. And I just left. And I went to my room. And I had them laugh. Stupid nigga. You thought you could laugh? You thought you could win? Now I'm the best. I'm the best in this area. He really thought he could win. He called the cops on me. Dumbass nigga. What a fool. Fucking fool. And he called people. And he told his people, yo, imagine this little dumbass called the cops. What a fool. What a fool. But I obviously, you know me. I told them. And obviously I convinced them. Yeah. These people are crazy. And then now he goes on a rant. He takes my mother's clothes and he throws them on the floor. And he's like, yeah, it's my house, yeah. Meantime, he's not even paying rent. But then he's throwing his clothes. And the child is joining in. He's joining in. Yeah, take this, mama. Evil mama. Like, hey, police boy, come fetch your mother's clothes. And I felt anxiety from that shit. I did get affected. And I was disgusted too. And I wanted to cry too. I was like, this ain't it. And I decided then that no matter what, I'm getting out of here. And I'm gonna go to a shelter or something. And I'm gonna take my last pay, because I was still working there. I'm gonna take my last pay and I'm gonna just pay for that shelter. Maybe I think I found one that's you don't need to pay. But then I was like, I'm gonna sit there, then I'm gonna go out, check jobs or something, bro, to get some pay. But what I know is that I won't stay here. That's what I knew. And I told my mother, look out, if you're coming back, they might trouble you. And my mother called me, and when she called me, I told her that, yo, I'm gonna go out of here, okay? And I'm not gonna stay here. I don't care if I even live in a bench or something, but I ain't leaving here. I ain't living with these niggas. I don't care. No matter what, I'm gonna figure it out, man. And she was like, no, wait. So are you gonna survive? I was like, I don't care. I'm gonna survive. And she was like, no, wait. Let me call my friend. And she called her friend, and her friend called me. And she was like, I heard what happened. You wanna chill at my place? I said, yes, please, bro. I'm fucking tired of this motherfuckers. I'm tired of this shit. You know, and it's not like it's something that happened to me. I realized that I did play a part. You know, I could have pulled myself out way long ago, but I was just not strong enough. But then I went to my mother's friend, and she's still till this day a person that I respect and I value very much, because she helped me that day. I needed to get out of there because I was filled to the brim with anxiety. And I was so happy when she took me. I went to go same time. I even left my little brother in that house. I was like, not my problem. I'm out. Peace. And I went out. And damn, bro, I lived good. They treated me well, and I even forgot. It was like a long time that I felt at ease, relaxed. But then my mother wanted me to go back, and I was like, I ain't going back. And they were like, no, we're gonna take him out. You know, we're gonna take him out and change the locks. And I was like, I don't even want to go back to that place. Okay. But then they were like, nah, we need you to take care of the little brother. I don't even want to take care of the little brother, bro. I've cut ties with him. You know, I don't even blame him for what I did, but I sure as hell ain't go respect. I'm not gonna take care of him. That's over. It's not my responsibility, man. I'm also suffering, and I gotta take care of myself, not somebody else. So now, it was like a week. I stayed with them, and I came back here. I was still uneased, because I was still remembering the whole shit that just happened. And the motherfucker moved out. You know, they moved him out, actually. That's the only way he got out. Moved him out. Changed the locks. And I would see him now and then, because he would pull up here. But I just told myself, man, I already cut this motherfucker out of my life. And I ain't go play around it. I ain't go put my mind out and it. It's time to move on and seek eternity. Help myself. And from then on, it's been nice. It's been so nice. It's quiet. There's no drama. None of that shit. And I'll make sure it stays like that. That won't happen again. But that's my story, man. That's just about the hate that I have for that man. I still do now. And I'm letting go. I'm even forgiving him. A little bit. Step by step. But that's my journey now. Hush. There'll still be more videos that I'll talk about. You know, about people that played big roles in my life, bad or good. And I'll share stories, what I learned, and what I assessed in that situation. You know? But what I learned from this is that no one is out to get you. And nothing happens to you. Like, the world is not happening to you. You play a part in that shit. If shit is happening and you're experiencing it and you're like, oh my God, why am I going through this? You played a part in that. You played a part in maybe not it happening, but you're playing a part in you seeing it and experiencing it. You can take yourself out of that. As soon as you see someone is tripping, you can take yourself out. Remove yourself. Choose what you want to see. If you want to see this, take yourself out. Any means possible, by the way. Even move into a shelter. Any means possible. That's what I learned. That I can choose to experience something. I can ask myself, Juliet, is this worth it? No, it's not. Bye. But that's all I got, man. Peace and deuces. Please like and subscribe. Comment.